Cheers, everybody. Happy Wine Wednesday. Sorry my voice is gone. We had one heck of a weekend this past weekend at the Bottle Rock Music Festival. Very exciting to have live music on its way back and just to have that energy again. And I am also so excited to still have the virtual option because right now, like, I wouldn't be able to fly over to Washington to go hang out with this awesome Virgo and get to hear her awesome music. So it's really great that we have this nice balance of virtual and in-person coming back. And without further ado, I would love to introduce Savanna Woods to everybody. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Doing good, thank you. Now, I'm gonna try after the songs today, like, to woo. But if it doesn't sound super enthusiastic, just know I really want to woo really loud, but I can't.
Too offended.
All right. Well, I'm super stoked. You're over in Washington in the Pacific Northwest right now. Mm-hmm. So have you been there over the course of the pandemic?
Yes, for the most part, I've been in the Pacific Northwest. I was in LA for like half of it, I feel like, when I was on The Voice. I was back and forth to there, so that was kind of nice. I wasn't completely stuck at home. But yeah, Pacific Northwest for the most part.
Cool. And for those of you who are tuned in right now, if you're not yet familiar with Savanna, definitely check her out. She's on YouTube. You can find the videos from I think it was season 20?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. And you were Team Kelly.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Now, this first song that you're going to do, you did like a virtual collab with someone for it at one point, right?
Yes, look at you. Yeah, I did. During the pandemic, because I couldn't play with a lot of people, what I would do is kind of do virtual collaborations and have my friends like send me their tracks and I'd mix them in and make a little video for it. So a lot of these songs are on YouTube, including this one. This is one where I do weekly videos every week called Wandering Wednesday. And this one was one I challenged myself. I woke up one day and decided to challenge myself to write and record and do all the instruments in one day. So that's where this song came from.
Oh my gosh. Well, let's not wait any longer.
Ooh,
Wouldn't want to leave these people waiting for tomorrow. This is waiting for tomorrow, everyone.
The crying. I'm waiting for tomorrow, but it will never come. It will never come. It will never come. I'm waiting for the sunlight. I am the sun. never ends. Eternity can die. What keeps you alive could be your demise. So choose your own lives. Choose very wise. I'm waiting for tomorrow, but it will never come. It'll never come. It'll never come. I'm waiting for the sunlight. I am the sun. I am the sun. I am the sun.
I'm not even gonna try to woo right now.
Thank you.
For everyone watching, please woo with emojis because I can't and I want to. And this is Savanna Woods.
Thank you. I appreciate
Such a
the
great
silent
person. Okay, so looking back on when you first tried out for The Voice, because I know it's just so funny saying The Voice with no voice, but when you wanted to do it like after high school, so it was like 8 years ago that you tried the first time, and I think it was probably just one of those things in life, like the timing, it just worked out the way it worked out.
Yeah, I didn't know myself at all at that point. I was like a young, I feel like a very young kid, even though I'm still a kid. I know I'll be a kid forever,
Yeah.
but I was really young and I didn't know myself as an artist. That was more like, it was more like the easy way out rather than when I did it the second time. I was never going to do it again, but I mean, the pandemic happened and I wasn't doing a whole lot of other things, and I figured it would be a really good experience. And I had
Yeah.
done the hard work by that point, so it wasn't like, getting somewhere easy. I had already been doing the hard work and figured it would just be more of a better experience. And I think, you have to come into it knowing who you are. If you go into that world with no idea of who you are,
Yes.
that's when you get into trouble.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I mean, you see that happen a lot with like childhood stars, and who can blame them? Because
I mean, seriously, like feeling even just this much, of what they have gone through, I can't even imagine. Because it's you can never imagine what it feels like to have millions of people's energy, focused on you. And so I can't even imagine being a young kid, let alone it not stopping, because I kind of got to step out and then I'll get to step back in where theirs just went.
right, exactly.
Those poor
I know.
things.
I got to see
Justin
Miley
Bieber, we got
Cyrus.
you.
I know.
Oh yeah,
but
Miley's done, I think, a really good job.
Yeah.
And both of them. I mean,
she was able to like find herself and like not care.
yes,
She does
yeah.
not, and I
yeah,
love
I like
that.
her attitude.
Okay, so and then you ended up being Team Kelly when you did it this time around for season 20, and I loved what did she say? She said like that you were reminded of the product of if Nirvana and like Patty Griffin had a baby, like your style, and I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, they edit things out, but I had been on stage and John Legend was like, "What genre would you say you are?" And I was like, I don't know why I had not thought of that before, but I was like, intuition, what am I?
Right.
And it came to my mind, and I'd never thought of this. They didn't televise this part, but I said Americana grunge, which I've never even thought of before. And so that's why she responded with that. She's like, you're like Patty Griffith and Nirvana had a baby. Because I like to incorporate, I like folky singer-songwriter, but I also like to wail. I mean, I don't do that as much when it's just me and the guitar, but get me up on stage rocking.
Yes. And I think it's so cool, like, you really found your way, because you, like, before you could talk, or like when you were learning to talk, it was like, all right, music, that's just what I'm doing.
Pretty much my whole life. I mean, I was born into a musical family. My dad sings, and I grew up singing with my sisters as well. So it was always just something natural, but I never really considered that it could be my job. It was like breathing. I've just always been good at singing. But then when I started putting in the work and realized, oh my gosh, this can be my job. It takes a lot of work to make art your job, but it's worth it if it's what you love to do, and it is what I love to do.
Yes. And you do it really well. So
thank you so much.
You got it. And with that being said, I mean, I would definitely wanted to plug your Patreon, because I know that, what were you telling me about earlier? Like once weekly. I love like the number 11. It's one of my gambling lucky numbers. So.
Oh yeah, 11's a good number. It's been showing up for me a lot lately. So I have an 11-song album that I'm releasing exclusively to my patrons starting 2 weeks ago. I do Wandering Wednesdays on all my social media, so I put out videos on all there, but I've taken it on Patreon, so every Wednesday I release a new single of that album. And Patreon is just in general my insiders community, so once you become a part of my Patreon community, you kind of get backstage access, I suppose. New songs I'm writing, Patreon only live streams, Patreon only albums.
Merch, when there will be merch.
Yeah, merch is getting put up there soon. Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah.
So definitely for those of you that are tuned in, check it out, because later in the fall, it's still summer, guys, okay? But this fall, like late in the fall or early winter time, it sounds like gonna get some stuff being released. It's also outside of Patreon, that'll be on Patreon, but she's talking about something that's exclusive to those of you that give her those reoccurring tips through your Patreon access.
Yeah, and I have it set up so you can choose whatever amount you want. Some people do tiers, but I have it so you can sign up to be a patron, as little as $1 a month. I have a lot of $5, $10, all the way up to $100 a month. It's really up to you, whatever you feel, it's worth to you, but it's all very helpful for me and very helpful to help artists make a living. It's one little part of my bills, but it really does make a difference. And so I like to give back. I will be releasing stuff to the whole world come the fall. But my patrons, they get the early releases. They'll get to hear it first, all that kind of stuff.
So cool. Well, I'm going to plug our wine as well while we're doing this before we get into some more music. Because, today's Wine Wednesday too, so it's really just wine, music, they go together. But hopefully those of you at home, whether you're on the East Coast and it's already 5 o'clock, or you're over here and you're just saying, oh yeah, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Either way. If you need some wine to replenish your supply, head on over to jamcellars.com/buy. Hopefully you can understand me and what I'm saying right now. So sorry if you can't. But cheers to everyone at home, and we're going to get into some more music.
Hell yeah, 1 week I'll do a Wandering Wine Wednesday, and we'll come do a Wandering Wednesday from your place.
Yes, let's do it. Okay, how do you feel about doing 2 songs back to back?
Sounds super.
Cheers.
Okay, cheers. My invisible wine. All right, I'm going to do a song called Queen of Hearts. Heartbreaker hopes that your smile is an icebreaker, warming the cold of your soul. She's a heartbreaker, truth sayer, never be your savior, drawing on your potential. Goddess of love, queen of hearts, she plays your strings like a harp, filling you up half empty cup as she dances to the beat of your heart. Yes, she dances to the beat of your heart. and she dances to the beat of your heart. Queen of hearts, queen of hearts, building out of the ruins of their hearts, queen of hearts. Heartbreaker, mark maker, thinking that you'll take her, going to make her your wife. She says take a break as she sharpens her steak, but you can't get her off your mind. Says I can't marry you, I've got lives to renew, to build out of the ruins of their hearts. I know it sounds sad, but there's dreams to be had, and broken's a great place to start. So she dances to the beat of their hearts. Yes, she dances to the beat of their hearts. And she dances to the beat of your heart, queen of hearts, queen of hearts. She stands as they fall apart, queen of hearts. Oh, building out of the ruins of their hearts, queen of hearts. Heartbreaker hopes so their smile is an icebreaker, warming the cold of your soul. Says I can't marry you, I've got lives to renew, to build out of the ruins of their hearts. I know it sounds sad, but there's dreams to be had, and broken's a great place to start. So she dances to the beat of their hearts. Yes, she dances to the beat of their hearts. And she dances to the beat of your heart, queen of hearts. All right, that song is called Queen of Hearts. And this next song I'm gonna do, this is a song called My Mistake. And if you hear click clacking around, that would be dogs. I am a dog friendly female. All right. It's not what I expected. When will I learn it never is? I thought I knew me better, or I thought this time that it would change. I drew up a pretty tale about a land I could not stay. This painting's coming to life, and it's clouding on my mind. But I thought that I was different this time. Thought I could be different this time. That's my mistake. Yeah, that's my mistake. Oh, that's my mistake. Gotta forgive myself all the sins I haven't done. You walked in my line of fire. I should have told you to run, but I thought that I was different this time. Thought we could be different this time. That's my mistake. Yeah, that's my mistake. Oh, that's my mistake. It's not what I expected. When will I learn it never is? You walked in my line of fire. Should have told you to run, but I thought that I was different this time. Thought we could be different this time. That's my mistake. Yeah, that's my mistake. Yeah. Oh, that's my mistake. Yeah, that's my mistake. That's my mistake. Ooh, that song.
Bravo.
Thank you, thank you. That song got me hot.
That was
We're having,
awesome.
like a heat wave over here.
Oh,
We
I
usually would be all the way in fall by now, but Washington is not quite cooled down yet.
Yeah, was this
sure it's
past
so hot.
weekend crazy hot over where you're at?
I mean, for us, I'm being a baby. I'm probably as far as, heat goes, but I'm sure over where you are, what is it, like hundreds or something?
Well, it felt like it. The whole weekend, we were all just dying of heat, but we were under like a shaded tent. I felt bad for the people out in the sun at the festival. It was like 94 or something throughout the whole weekend. But here,
Dang, I
that's
feel
hot.
like it's probably like 70, 80s, but it feels way hotter. I feel like the
Yeah.
sunlight is much more direct right now. I don't know what it is.
Do you have smoke like over in the Pacific Northwest from the
Yes,
fires?
it's dissipated a lot, but we
Yeah.
had a lot of smoke this summer. Every summer we tend to, because Western Washington is like, water side, so it's more mellow, temperate. But then when you get up over the mountains, like just cross the side, and it's probably a lot more like where you are. It's wine country for us over there, and it's more in the valley. It's, really hot.
Right.
So I stay in my temperate zones.
Well, those last two songs, both originals, right? Those were hot. Those were great.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I love. Did you do the video for Queen of Hearts yourself? You'd
Is
put
there
it
a
out
video
on,
released for it?
You had put one on Patreon, I know. I don't know if
Are you on my Patreon?
I was checking it out. I didn't have time to subscribe yet. I couldn't really figure it out, but I will.
I think, yes, if you saw a video of Queen of Hearts, then I made it. Because all the videos I put out, I made. I know I spent a lot of time, like, before I went to LA on The Voice, because I knew people would be looking me up. So I figured I would, like, rush make some, semi-quality videos of my originals, since I didn't have studio versions yet.
Yeah.
Which I do have a lot of them now. They just haven't been released yet.
And I'm loving the piano behind you. That's really cool.
Thank you. I'm actually house sitting right now, my violinist and cellist. You can kind of see she has like a whole wall of instruments, and then right over there she's got like her cello, violin, her piano. I wish I had room for like a piano in my house. I live in a tiny house. It's literally 10 feet by 20 feet, and so if I could, I would have a piano. I really want one.
I mean, you could like, I don't know, you could put a keyboard on the wall.
Girl, I did it. You were so smart.
No
You're on
way.
it. Yeah,
I swear I
you
didn't.
think like a Virgo. I did. I put a shelf and I put a keyboard on it.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
You're in my head. But it's still not as good. Like clinking around on a plastic keyboard, it like doesn't feel the same as when you sit down.
Yeah.
Wooden piano. I love it.
Well, one day you'll be able to do that. Yeah.
One day, yeah.
Because I know. Okay, I was going to ask you, are you into, or have you ever read or watched the documentary? There's a book and a documentary for The Secret, and I know you're big into like your thought process and focusing on what you want versus, just staying away from focusing on what you don't want because the universe doesn't discriminate.
Exactly. Have you heard of Abraham Hicks?
I haven't. I don't know.
Well, they're actually they're what The Secret was derived from. So they brought in all kind of this information about the law of attraction, but made it free information. So The Secret kind of took it and they made it a little more about like material things, but still the same concept. Like, I try to keep that mindset as much as possible. Until my emotional being drowns me, and then I write, melancholy music and.
Yeah. You gotta release all because I know, like, I swear it's a Virgo thing, like, just, like, the amount of thoughts that are just, there's never peace and quiet, and I don't think that's normal. Like, I don't think everyone is like that. And
I've been trying to do more stillness, or, like, because, got a busy mind. Very busy mind. Virgos do.
Yeah. You, I know that you had, like, in an interview at one point, like, you had mentioned that you grew up in a house where it wasn't even you guys like playing a bunch of music, it was you doing it with each other, like performing music rather than like blasting music, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And I feel like between music, listening or performing, and like just finding those outlets to kind of put out that energy and the pent up.
It really helps a lot. Because I didn't really listen to much music. People thought that was weird because I grew up, just more performing it and creating it. Because I'm so sensitive auditorially, and my mind is so just busy. Like sometimes music will just like, it's like too much going on. So if I do listen, I listen to a lot of music, but it's like instrumental, like Celtic, Viking warrior fairy music, or like gypsy jazz.
Oh my gosh,
I love that
gypsy
stuff.
Jazz. I love that.
Jazz. Ooh, that's like the best cooking music. I love that.
That should be a name of a track on a possible album that you do.
Well, it's a line in a song, and I'll switch out my next song for this song that mentions it in the first couple lines because I forgot about this song. It's called Puzzle Pieces, but it does say gypsy jazz in it. Ooh, and wine. Okay, I gotta do that song.
Oh my gosh, yes, please. Okay, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Do this one? Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'll do this one. This one's called Puzzle Pieces.
All right, cheers, Savanna.
Cheers. Actually, I'm gonna cheers myself with water. Cheers. Oh, my hair's crazy. I usually wear a hat, but it's too hot for that. Here's my pick. Okay. Last night I had a dream. We were dancing in the kitchen, moving a gypsy jazz, red wine in position. You took my hand in yours and whispered in my ear, we're pieces of the same puzzle, my dear. Cause I love being loved, but I don't love where it ends. But I think that you get it, maybe we shouldn't sweat it. Just wanna see where this goes, he said. Who do you think will do the most damage? It's a stalemate, I suppose. And I said, life is a ride, not a kiddie slide. just wanna see where this goes. I love being in love, but I don't love where it ends. There's something about the way that you make me laugh. I don't think we can just be friends. Last night I had a dream. We were dancing in the kitchen, moving a gypsy jazz, red wine in position. You took my hand in yours and whispered in my ear, we're pieces of the same puzzle, my dear. Don't know how to put these feelings into words. It's like a bonfire in my belly or a soaring flock of birds. So I guess that I do, probably so do you. 'Cause for the first time someone might understand that I'm not a typical give it all up kind of girl. Got a lot of goals and a lot to do in this world. And some people, they say that they get it, but really, they're just hoping that I'll change. Forget it. 'Cause I love being in love, but I don't love where it ends. Something about the way that you make me laugh. I don't think we can just be friends. Last night I had a dream. We were dancing in the kitchen, moving the gypsy jazz, red wine in position. Took my hand in yours and whispered in my ear, we're pieces of the same puzzle, my dear. Thank you, thank you.
I promise I'm really, really excited about this, everyone, as you all should be. I just can't talk. Oh my goodness.
Thank you.
I'm just gonna spin it like from now on as, I'm sorry, I'm
so
just
emotional.
getting really emotional.
You sound a little emotional.
That song was really good.
Thank you, thank you.
Another original, yes.
Yes, that's another original, and that's one we actually just did in the studio. It's really good with full band, like, imagine drums, piano, violin, cellos in harmony, electric guitar, like, mwah. I love dynamic.
Chef's kiss.
Mwah, chef's kiss. I love there's an emoji for that now.
I know. It's perfect. What's your, most used emoji?
Oh, gosh. I love the little smiley one with the heart around its face.
Yes.
Because I feel that way a lot of times. I also like the, yeah,
Oh, like the one that's like
no, the one who's like,
hand.
It's hard to make the emoji
Yeah,
face. That should be like a game show. It's the one who's doing like the smirk with this half face smile, like,
Oh, yes. Like,
I can't do
are
it.
you telling me the truth type of thing? But also they're being a rascal.
Oh, actually, I take that back. My most used one is the fairy.
Oh, I love that. Is there a gypsy also?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Well, I'm going to look later and I'll let you know.
Okay, let me know.
Is it called alliteration when you, because I'm the same way if it is what it's called with even when I wrote essays in college, I would always want words to start with the same letter because it just flowed better in my mind. And I noticed you kind of had that going on with that song, especially with gypsy jazz and puzzle pieces.
Oh. Oh,
And
that is alliteration. I didn't notice I did that there, but I do that a lot.
okay.
Because I love patterns. Like, I'm a
Yes.
Virgo, so I love
Yes.
to write in ways that I think make sense. Like structure-wise, word-wise, like lyrically, that flow. Like sometimes the pattern isn't rhyming in a song. The pattern will
Yeah.
be alliteration, where
Yeah.
like each word starts with that.
Yeah.
Whatever pattern it is, I like patterns. I like simple
Yes.
songs that the brain can hook onto. You know, alliteration does that. Simple chord progressions do that. You know,
Yes.
little things like that.
Do you like the like paintings that it's like, what do you see? And it's actually like whatever you see at first, but then if you start looking at it more, you're like, wait, that's not just a rabbit. That's like a guy from a mariachi band and
Yes.
dancing with someone. Like,
I love those. It's
Okay, I'm
such
glad
a
you know
good
what I'm
thing
talking
No, I
about.
totally do. And it's such a good metaphor for life because whenever you look at something, like everybody's seeing everything so different. It's always about your perception. You know, everybody's got their perceptional lens, but you might see it one way. But if you look long enough, chances are you'll probably start to see it another way. I think
Exactly.
Wayne Dyer has a quote: "When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change." And that kind of goes along with our manifestation talk as well. When you
Yes.
change your perception, the world around you starts to change to match that, and you bring in more of what you're perceiving. So fake it till you make it.
yes. And do you think like okay, let me ask you this. Did the like four-leaf clover pattern, speaking of patterns, in your life, now to everyone who's watching that doesn't know, here maybe I'll let Savanna say it so that it makes sense and you can hear better.
Okay, so I have this weird thing with four-leaf clovers. It must be all over the internet because she knows. I think I've said, if people ask me my special talent, that's what I would say is finding four-leaf clovers. And they just really find me at this point. I found hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, probably thousands in my lifetime. Now I try not to pick them unless there's like some kind of art project, but I just see them, like I'll be walking and my brain will be like, you just passed a four-leaf clover. So I'll like stop, look back, and it's like, oh, there it is. But I feel like maybe I created that brain pattern as a kid because I remember being really young and like just sitting in a patch of clovers and like searching for them. And then when my brain would recognize them. So I feel like maybe I created like a brain recognition software pattern thing to where when my peripherals or anything locates a four-leaf clover, it like alerts me. That's all I can think of. Or it's just the universe sending me four-leaf clovers. We were talking about Abraham Hicks, and they do say it's like with manifestation, I think it's roughly 17 seconds it takes for, like, if you focus on anything for 17 seconds, it starts to put it into play. That's enough momentum to where you'll start seeing it. So, like, 11, you know, I put a lot of focus on that recently, and I started seeing it pop up everywhere. So put your focus on blue butterflies, you know,
Right.
wherever it is. So I think that that's all connected.
I mean, yeah, and it also works in the opposite sort of way. Like, if you're not wanting something to happen, but that's all you can think about is not wanting it to happen, it doesn't matter. Like I was saying earlier, the universe does not discriminate. The universe hears like what you're focusing on and zoning in on, and that's what you don't want to happen. Well, it's not something that is understood that way. It's just
Wherever
what you're
your focus
focusing.
is, it's like, you know, the universe is going to help you create wherever your mind's focusing. So if you're
Yes.
focusing on what you don't want, it's actually focusing, bringing in more of that. Really, it's like Mother Teresa, they asked her to do like an anti-war protest, and she was like, no, but when you do a parade for, you know, pro-peace,
Yes.
I will be a part of it. So it's like just
Perfect.
in
It's a
life and
great
in your mind,
example.
trying to be a part of the solution rather than focusing on the problem, you know?
Yes.
So that's why I say fake it till you make it. Because sometimes you
Yes.
don't want to put your mind there. It's like, I want to be in this mud right
Yes.
now. So it's like, I'll be like, I'm so happy. Or like make myself
Right.
laugh. And I'll be like, I don't want to. But
Yeah.
then it starts to actually, you know, settle in and be real instead
Yeah.
of just a fake smile.
Yeah. And there's more on that. Like, if you smile or laugh, even if you're upset and you're just like trying to, like, it sounds creepy, but you're like just literally trying to fake it, it changes the chemicals in your brain. Yeah.
Oh my God, should
So
we start a podcast?
I think yes, the 2 August Virgos.
Seriously, I think we have a lot to talk about.
Yes, the Savanna and Sam show.
I already love it.
Okay, we'll get into more music in a sec, but another name for a song you could put on if you do the thing we were talking about, like 4-leaf clovers find me, or something like that.
Oh, that could be one of the fairy songs. Oh my gosh. You're full of great ideas. I gotta keep
So are
around.
you, Virgo. All right.
I love it.
Do you want to do maybe a couple songs back to back, and then we'll chat just a little bit more, and then close the show out with one last one?
Yes, let's do it.
All right. Cheers, everyone. Manifest wine and music. Oh, wait. Here we are.
Manifest wine. I'm popping bottles after I'm done singing for you guys.
Yes.
It's too hot for me to do red wine right now. And I don't have
That's
a way
fair.
around. Okay, I'm going to do a cover. I'm going to change it up.
All right.
You guys will know this song.
Cheers, everyone.
Cheers, cheers. Well, thank you, Elizabeth. Happy belated birthday. Thank you. Jolene, 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 I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 oh please don't take him just because you can. Your beauty is beyond compare, with flaming locks of auburn hair, with ivory skin and eyes of emerald green. Your smile is like a breath of spring, your voice is soft like summer rain, and I cannot compete with you, Jolene. He talks about you in his sleep. There's nothing I can do to keep from crying when he calls your name, Jolene. Yeah, I could easily understand how you could easily take my man, but you don't know what he means to me, Jolene. Jolene, 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 I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 no, please don't take him, even though you can. Well, you could have your choice of men. I could never love again. He's the only one for me, Jolene. And I had to have this talk with you. My happiness, it depends on you, and whatever you decide to do, Jolene. Jolene, 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 I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 no, please don't take him, even though you can. Those big songs get me sweaty. Okay, I'm gonna do another song before we close out. I will do, let's see, I'll do a song called New Direction. I'm gonna switch the last two songs so I don't go too wild. And this is a song I wrote about when you feel like it's time to make a change. Sometimes you just know, like whenever I know it's time to go on a trip, my intuition just tells me, it gives me the little hint. But it's not always comfortable to move outside your comfort zone and follow that intuition and make the change and move in a new direction. So anyways, that's what this song's about. I take the step, answer the call, walk away from it all. It's never easy to leave behind all you know. But leaving your comforts, that's when you truly grow. Yeah, you say I'm selfish. Well, tell me something I don't know. The winds of change are blowing from behind. You can't run from pain, but you can take it for a ride in a new direction. In a new direction. Someday I'll get better at goodbyes, but until then I'll just watch the hummingbirds fly in a new direction. In a new direction. The trick to living is you care a little less, a little more. Till you can love it all and let them walk out the door. You say I'm selfish, well, I think you're right. So I chose to be here, not just to survive. Yeah, the winds of change are blowing from behind. You can't run from pain, but you can take it for a ride in a new direction. In a new direction. Someday I'll get better at goodbyes, but until then I'll be like the hummingbirds and fly in a new direction. In a new direction. A new direction. A new direction. Someday I'll get better at goodbyes, but until then I'll be like the hummingbirds and fly.
Savanna Woods, everybody.
Thank you, thank you. Roaring applause.
Thank you. I need like an applause or audience sort of
Yeah.
button, something.
Yeah.
So, okay, that last one that you just heard, I think we have time for one more, which we'll do in just a little bit here. But I definitely think the message behind New Direction is really cool. Like, I know, I don't even know how many places you've been to. I know you're sort of like a repeat offender at certain parts of Europe, and you know the places that you really enjoy and you want to return to. But when it comes down to it, like traveling for you, it's about like growing and expanding, and like traveling alone, I know, is something that really pushes people to really step outside their comfort zone. Like if you're feeling lonely, then go down to, you know, a hostel, like stay at a hostel, or you just go down to the cafe or bar and like see if there's someone that wants to talk to you, or just wander the streets and like push yourself to adapt and like deal with the things in the moment.
Totally, and that's why I love it so much. It really does push you out of your comfort zone, and it's like not always comfortable at all. But the amount that you grow being out of your comfort zone, because I had never been in a situation where I had to rely 100% on myself. Like, no service, I don't have anyone around me I know, no comforts, nothing. And so I had to figure it all out. And that was so empowering to me. And just to be, there's not many times in your life where you are surrounded by none of your attachments. It's like you shake off all your attachments. You kind of feel who you are underneath all of that. You grow so much in the process. And I don't find myself lonely too much because I do stay at hostels a lot. And I notice that in these times, I'm just like in the moment, I'm trusting. And I always have these amazing, beautiful encounters. It's like the universe just puts the people right in my path at the perfect time. Like I start to feel a little lonely, or maybe like I would like someone to talk to, and then what do you know? I meet someone new. And by being alone, I have met, because when you're traveling with people, you don't like meet that many new people because you're not alone. You don't have to.
It's like brief, like at a bar or something. You're like,
not like
hey.
lifelong.
Yeah,
you're not just like hanging out, you know, for a minute or just in passing. It's like these lifelong bonds. Now I have so many friends all across the country that, I've just met, you know, picking up hitchhiking, met at a hostel, just met at a cafe, like you said, like whatever. It's just these beautiful, magical experience that never would have happened if I didn't leave my house.
True. And I'm so excited for you with getting to go to Iceland.
Thank you. I just bought tickets yesterday.
That's
it's
so
been
exciting.
too long, like 2 years. I've been to like 26 countries, but a lot of those are repeat offenders, like you said, like Iceland, Italy, Greece. I just bought tickets for Greece the other day, so I'll be there all of January.
Where in Greece?
I'm kind of still planning it out, but I'm gonna fly into Athens. I think I'm gonna do like I'm gonna do a lot of the islands. I want to see like Corfu, and I might see that because it is off season. Typically I wouldn't because it's so touristy and so honeymoony, and I'm again alone. I'm just kidding. But I'll probably go there because it's the off season. So January, everything's like really low key there. So I'll probably go see Santorini, Corfu, Arcadia, Sparta. Like I'm trying to do all the history because I've been there before, but I didn't do a whole lot of like Greek history research, and that's really interesting too. So I'll be in Iceland in a few weeks.
So exciting.
I know. And Nashville in a few weeks.
Have you seen the Zac Efron like documentary where he like goes to a bunch of different places in the world and learns about different cultural sort of norms and cool different things about, basically it's about sustainability and the way that that's maintained in different parts of the world. But they do Iceland for an episode, and you should watch it because they cooked something, I think it was bread. There's like a natural, because it's so hot down there. I don't know everything about it.
I'm so obsessed with that country. But they cook the bread under the lava rocks.
Yeah.
And all their water there is like geothermally heated. Like their electricity, it's built on a volcano basically.
Yeah, watch that episode though.
It was so cool. I will. I'll have to watch that.
It's really good. It sounds like Zac Efron, what? But it's really cool.
I saw it in an airplane once, or like I saw I didn't actually watch it, so I'll have to watch it now. Because there's that other movie with Adam Sandler that takes place in Iceland as well. But I can't think of its something is his adventures. It might not even be Adam Sandler. I'm so bad with names. Ignore
Me too.
everything I just said.
We can remember a lot, but it's the noise. It's the noise in our mind.
Exactly.
We have a hard time
Static.
with names. All right. Well, we have time for one more song, and then maybe is Poppy gonna make an appearance at the very end?
I wish. I'm not in my tiny home. I know. I had to switch locations because I don't have Wi-Fi at my house, and to do the whole mic setup, I needed Wi-Fi.
Well, next time.
I
Maybe
know,
you can
I
bring
wish.
Poppy here when you come to the tasting room.
Actually, I'm going to, because I'm going to be road tripping through. I'll message you, but Poppy
Okay.
will be with me. Yes, you can
Okay,
meet her
sounds
then.
good. All right, everyone. So Savanna Woods, make sure that you check her out on Patreon and also on social media. We're linking all that
Awesome.
all day today. So
Cool.
Go for
Thanks,
it, girl.
everybody. Thanks, Sam. You've been an
Thanks,
awesome
Savannah.
host. I would
An
expect
awesome
nothing
person
less
to
from a
host.
Virgo.
August one, nonetheless. Cheers.
Cheers, everybody. All right. I'm going to end you on a song. It's kind of an empowering song. Not kind of, it is. Whenever I feel like, I always sing the song to myself whenever I feel like maybe I like piss somebody off by being myself or... Anyways, I wrote this a long time ago. I felt like someone had an issue with me with something I did, and I caught myself, my mind getting all caught up in it. And anyways, I wrote this song out of it because I realized, wait. Why am I apologizing for who I am? And I'm not, because it's all in my head. So anyways, let me just sing you the song. It's called Don't Apologize. I don't apologize for who I am. And I don't regret the things I've done. Not while the bees are buzzing at my door. Not while they've brought me here to you. So don't apologize for who you are. Yeah, just don't regret the things you've done. Feel the pull of the whispering winds. That's what the butterflies do. So we're here on this earth to live. Who on earth would you want me to be? Radiant contrast to the rainbow. Sunsets and rises in me. Yeah, I am the eye of my hurricane. I am the calm of my storm. I like the beauty of the chaos. Each day I like it more and more. So I don't apologize for who I am. No, I won't regret the things I've done. Not while the birds are singing at my door. That song that's brought me here to you. So we're here on this earth to live. Oh, who on earth would you want me to be? Radiant contrast to the rainbow. Sunsets and rises in me. Yeah, I am logic behind the abstract perfection of you. So don't apologize for who you are. Yeah, just don't regret the things you've done. Just feel the pull of the whispering winds. Do what the butterflies do. Don't apologize.
Woo! Thank you.
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh, I love I'm the eye of my hurricane and the calm of my storm. Just
That's what I feel like most of the time.
chef's kiss. I know,
Thanks,
same.
girl.
All right, so to all of you who've been watching, thank you so much for joining us for another Jam Happy Hour. Obviously, of the two, whose voice sounds better? Let's see.
You got that sexy rasp going
No.
on.
That's very nice of you. But let's be honest, everyone. She is killer. She's amazing. Make sure you check her out and the upcoming music that she has yet to release. Savanna Woods, everybody.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks,
Well,
Jam, for having me. See you later.
Yeah, hopefully soon.